Human trafficking is a huge issue in Chicago, and I think the misconception is that it's something international, when in reality this is happening right under our noses, in our schools, in our suburbs, in the city. Trafficking basically means that an individual will exploit another individual for money, whether it's through labor or through sex acts. So a boyfriend in a Chicago public school could exploit his girlfriend. The neighbor next door could exploit his son or his daughter for rent. It's that simple. It's that black and white. When I first started getting involved with anti-human trafficking efforts, I didn't want to just learn about it. I didn't want to just go to trainings and become more aware of the issue. I wanted to get my hands dirty. I wanted to be in there with everyone else. So in doing my research, I came across Traffic Free.
What she's done is not only has she absorbed the information and spread it around her community, she has made a public platform for herself in the neighborhood that she lives in Pilsen. She absolutely is a hero. And I think back to one of the smallest things that I ever witnessed her do. She volunteered for, Traffic Free used to have an annual 5K. All of our interns and volunteers were out there extremely early, including Officer Nieto. And she had seen that an intern had gotten so cold and just her body temperature wasn't regulating well, and she needed to sit down, was almost to the point of just not being able to function. Immediately, Officer Nieto kind of kicked in and led this intern to her car that happens to have seat warmers, which is amazing. And so even little things like that, I just see how much Officer Nieto is able to jump in when she sees a need. And obviously she saw a need when it comes to educating the public and being an advocate for people who are being commercially sexually exploited and exploited for labor as well.
I've had officers tell me, I will never run into this in my lifetime on this job. And I tell them, no, you're running into this more often than not on your daily routine, but you don't know what you're looking for because you haven't been trained to look for these signs. Even if it's just one person, one officer, whose mentality might change, his or her views on the victims and what they struggle with and how we should address them, then it's a win for me.